Hi guys, Mark here. Well, welcome to Crescent Yamaha here in the south of England. Today we're testing the Yamaha MT-10. Stay tuned and I'll let you know what I think about it. Hey guys, Mark here. Well, hope you're all well. Got a Yamaha MT-10 to review for you all today, kindly loaned to me by the nice guys at Crescent Yamaha here in the county of Dorset, south of England. So let's just run through the specifications on this awesome super naked machine. This comes with the 998cc cross-plane crank CP4 engine. This has got the uneven firing sequence, which gives it that lovely kind of bottom end grunt like a V twin or a V4, but obviously it's an inline 4, but you know, it gives you all the kind of low end and mid-range torque of a sort of V twin. Absolutely superb. This comes in at 160 PS at 11,500 RPM, which is 157 horsepower. 111 Newton meters of torque at 9,000 RPM. Tyres on these, you've got Bridgestone Battle Axe, Hypersport S20, 120 on the front, 190 on the rear. 17-inch wheels on these. So on this bike they put a very nice Krapovich exhaust on it. We've got the RNG crash bungs and an RNG radiator guard up in there. So this is the base model, guys. 825mm seat on this, not too bad. Very comfortable seat. I'll just chuck in a quick cutscene of me on the bike so you can see how it sort of looks. And bear in mind, I'm 5'7" tall with a 30-inch inside leg. So we've got a 17-litre fuel tank on these. These do around about 40 to a gallon. That's English gallons, because they've got so much performance. So you're probably going to get about 120 miles before it goes on to reserve. Price, these are coming in at £12,247 for the base model. We'll talk about the other models in a bit. We have radial mounted calipers, nice and strong. 4 piston calipers there. 210 kilograms wet weight on these. We have ride-by wire throttle. Got cruise control. Got three rider modes. So this has got 3-way traction control as well. Got your assist and slipper clutch. Really nice light clutch on these. Got a quick shifter, which is nice. I believe that just works on the up only. Got fully adjustable front and rear suspension. Preload, rebound, compression. Now these come with 6,000 mile service intervals, so that's pretty good. 24,000 mile valve clearance intervals. And they come in the grey a blue and a black version. So you can get the SP model of this, which comes in at £14,747, which comes with the electronic Olin suspension and a nice colour TFT screen. And you can do the get the Tourer edition, which is one that I particularly like. That comes with a screen, a bigger screen, side cases which mount here, and a comfort seat. I'm sure you'll agree this is a pretty awesome looking Super Naked. So guys, I think it's time we take this awesome bit of kit for a ride. So guys, welcome aboard Yamaha's MT-10. So these have been around for a few years now. I think they came out in 2015 or 2016. Did take one out back in those days, but I just thought it was about time I took it out again and see how it rides. So when you first sit on it, pretty comfy seat actually. As I said, I'm 5'7" tall, 30-inch inside leg, and my balls of my feet are flat down and my heels are just off the ground about an inch. So it's not a particularly tall bike, so you'd be okay if you were a little bit smaller than me. It'd be absolutely fine for a tall rider, I would say. Feels very, very light to chuck from side to side, no issues at all with the weight here. So LCD dash on this, not TFT, just showing you all the nice usual sort of things: clock, RPM, gear, trip meters, quick shifter, traction control, your riding mode, fuel gauge, speedo, engine temperature. So all good. So fire into life. So the star of the show with this bike is obviously the cross-plane crank. Sounds absolutely amazing. Loads and loads of low-down pull and mid-range grunt with this. So let's snicker into gear and away we go. It's a very, very light clutch. It's got the assist and the slipper clutch with this. As I said earlier, many thanks to Crescent Yamaha for lending me this bike. Do get yourself down there. They've got a superb, nice new showroom. So quick shifter on this. Very, very nice smooth gear change. And this is one of those bikes that you do immediately feel at home on. The cockpit area, the seated position, the riding position, leg position, all that sort of stuff, for me at 5'7", feels immediately comfortable. Do love the sound of that exhaust. Wow, this thing flies. So guys, we won't go too crazy because I want you guys to be able to hear what I'm saying. So obviously this is a naked bike, but I do remember when I took one of these out years ago, I was very impressed with its kind of wind protection. That little tiny screen there does quite a good job of deflecting the wind up. So we're here at sort of 60 odd miles an hour, and it's very, very smooth, the wind blast. I'm not really feeling anything on my chest, so to speak. It's all coming up and over, which is lovely. Obviously we'll get onto the motor a bit later on, but it goes without saying that this motor is absolutely phenomenal performance. So the dash, LCD dash, very, very easy to read. Okay, it's not TFT, but it's all the nice information is there. So that's all nice. Mirrors, very clear. This engine is incredibly smooth. So far I'm not feeling any vibrations whatsoever, and the mirrors are lovely and clear. That's great. So riding position, guys, very, very upright, like most nakeds. Tiny little lean forward, nice wide bars. the bars feel very sort of chunky, which is nice. Seat feels very, very comfortable. I've been on this for about half an hour so far. No issues at all with the seat. Leg position, slightly sporty, slightly bent up, but not extreme in any sense of the word. Pretty nice sort of middle of the road kind of position, really. So as far as the riding position goes, extremely nice. So second gear just coming out of here, bit of power. Wow, very, very impressive. I mean, these have got about 160 engine horsepower, take off a bit for the rear wheel, so they're probably putting out about 140, 145 at the rear wheel, so pretty strong. But it's the low and the mid-range that really impresses with this. So a little brake test. Yep, very strong. Not sort of Brembo standards. I have read that if you do a simple pad change on these front brakes to something like EBC, Double H, sintered, it really improves them. So brakes, I'd kind of give a 7 out of 10. It's just that motor sounds amazing. Back brake feels all good. Are we going to get past this? Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Second gear. Whoa! Absolutely booms and fires out of a corner. If you've ever ridden like a Tuono V4 Aprilia, it's kind of a bit like that, the way it grunts out of corners. So this is the non-electronic suspension version, and it feels very well damped, very plush, not too firm, just set up nicely. Right, let's just see how low this will go in top gear without it shuddering. So 40 mile an hour top gear, just under 3,000 revs, perfectly smooth, very smooth. Slow it down a bit more. There's 2,000 revs, 30s, just starting to shudder a little bit. Into fifth gear, 30 miles an hour, lovely. And while we're here, we'll just check the fueling for any surging or anything nasty. Very smooth indeed, yeah. Throttle response, this is in mode 1, which is the sharpest throttle. It's not snatchy at all. Just put it into mode 3 now, which is obviously a little bit more elasticy, shall we say, but again, that's still nice. Probably nice. Mode 3 would be good in the rain, I think. Put it back to mode 1, that's the best. Very instantaneous. So just cruising along now, top gear, 60 miles an hour. We're at just over 4,000 RPM. Very, very relaxing. Yeah, that's lovely. Wind blast is totally acceptable. Just try those front brakes again. Yeah, they're strong. Fourth gear, full throttle, just absolutely flies, as you can imagine. Top speed of this, well over 150 mile an hour, if you're brave enough. All the switch gear, very, very tactile. Got your select button up here, horn indicators, all very nice to the touch. It feels very, very light. I mean, this is a 1000cc motorbike, and it feels more like a 600. Very, very easy to change direction on. So gearbox using the clutch, very slick, very light on the down change. Really responds to rider input nicely. It feels very, very safe around the bends. So the great thing with these Super Nakeds is that they give you all the performance of a sports bike, but without the uncomfortableness. Whoa, blimey, absolutely flies. Yeah, very, very impressed with these. Exactly how I remember it. Yeah, comfort wise though guys, this is a lovely bike. Nice wide bars, upright position, you can see over everything. The seat is very comfortable. When you first sit on it, it does feel quite firm, but once you kind of get dialed into the bike, it just becomes comfortable. It's lovely. Right, we'll just try some top gear acceleration, slowing it down. Top gear, slowing it right down. Here we go, 35, full throttle, 40, 50, 60, there you go. So an incredibly flexible engine. I think I'd much rather go for one of these than an R1, to be honest. It's got more than enough performance for the road, and you get all day comfort. Oh, it just fires out of the corners. Right, we'll just do a cheeky little 0 to 60. Ready? Here we go. Hang on. Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, it's just the roll-on power. We're in 4th gear now, and it's just immediately there in that mid-range. Yeah, Yamaha do know how to make a good motorbike. I mean, I assume that this will be updated at some point in the future. It's been around for a few years now, but to be honest, this is still an absolutely fantastic bike. Just the way it kicks out of corners, wow. So just run through it all, guys. Nice clear mirrors, riding position upright with a little tiny bit of lean forward, but no issues at all. Leg position's good, nicely sculptured into the tank here. Quick shifter works really nicely on the up change. You've got that booming cross-plane crank CP4 engine. Yeah, this suspension is really lovely actually. It's all pretty bumpy, the roads around here, and it's very plush. 2nd gear, full throttle. Wow. So in terms of vibrations, absolutely fine. nothing at all through the bars, nothing through the pegs, so a very, very smooth engine. Alright guys, we'll wrap this up now, I think. Just see how it goes into neutral. Very easy. Just touch it lightly. There you go. Give you a little look at the dashboard again. Let's keep it running for the little obligatory sound test for you all. Now that is a good sounding bike. Well guys, hope you enjoyed that Yamaha MT-10. That is one hell of a thrill ride. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this bike. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and feel free to share this video. Have you got one of these? How's it going? What have you done to it? Any mods? What are you getting to the gallon? You know, any problems? You know, you're going to keep it, change it? So I suppose in this category you've got the Triumph Speed Triple. You've got the Tuono, Aprilia Tuono, BMW S1000 R. I mean, there's a whole load of Super Nakeds. They're all brilliant, but I do particularly love this one. I like its lightness. It doesn't feel heavy. That engine is absolutely incredible. We'll just see what it's like off the side stand. Just simulate pushing it around. Oh, that's really light. That's surprisingly light for a 1000cc bike. Very, very easy to manage. So that's very impressive. Right, let's have one little final walk round, guys. Oh, it's got a tail tidy as well on it. Gets rid of that horrible number plate hanger. Very, very good. Alright then guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you all again in a few weeks' time. Hopefully the weather will stay like this. We're coming into winter now here in the UK, so as long as it stays good, I'll be riding some bikes. Take care, ride safe, all the best. Bye bye.